Sneakerheads are never happy. If you just took a quick glance around sneaker culture, and especially if we're talking about online on social media, yeah, you could very easily make that statement. Sneakerheads are never happy. I'm gonna take a different approach though. It could be a little controversial, and if the shoe fits, well, full offense, it is what it is. I don't think it's that sneakerheads are unhappy. I just think too many people are miserable and hate their lives.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and
Hey everybody, it's your girl TJ back, another video on Talks with TJ. And yeah, I said what I said, and that's normally my attitude about a lot of things. I said what I said. I honestly don't believe it's that you can never make sneakerheads happy and we're just always, unhappy. And to be quite honest with you, a lot of people don't really care to put that term on themselves in terms of the title of being a sneakerhead. I wasn't even really called that until I decided to, start posting intentionally about the sneakers that I owned and I would buy on social media. You are just known as the person that's into shoes, and that's really it. And quite honestly, in anyone's mind, they will frame you however they choose to frame you, quite honestly. And because it's in their mind and it's their view of you, that's none of your business anyway. So I don't care what I would be titled as in terms of a sneakerhead or whatever. That's not the point. But for sneakerheads just being unhappy, we know that's the consensus. That's usually one of three narratives thrown around after a very frustrating release. And yeah, I'm talking about post Yeezy Day. Now, to be fair, I know a lot of people didn't hit on what they wanted. Maybe you took all L's for the day, and that is, I get it. That sucks. But when I see the number of people that actually secured the 350 Turtle Dove, the one that so many wanted, it's actually looking like it was a better day for manual users than it has been in the past, and I think we can at least go ahead and credit Adidas for that. The choice to move a lot of those drops to confirmed app means a lot of manual users had the opportunity to hit, and you can't be upset about that. It's never going to work out for everyone. And oh, by the way, I know confirmed app isn't, the best app for so many people, but Sneakers app doesn't really do you a whole lot better. Like, it doesn't. It's still giving you those L's. Maybe it's done in a different cadence, in a different way, but Sneakers app and confirmed app, like, you're probably taking L's on both. That's just the truth. Like, it is interesting to see how soon people forget about all of the times that they bash Sneakers app. And I know you're saying, I'm so sorry about what I said about Sneakers app. You're going to feel that way. Just give it like 72 hours when something drops that you want and you don't get it. You will feel that way. But in terms of unhappy people, miserable people, I really do think that people are just miserable. And, this is a really good video to go ahead and let's be introspective for a while, but also just observe, like, everybody around you. Pay attention to the manner and the way in which people talk about their lives. And I mean, like, their job, their significant other, their kids, where they live, the vehicle they may drive, their downtime. Like, just pay attention to the manner in which people describe their lives, because a lot of times it has a very negative undertone to it. They're just not content with any area of life, anything. All of it is bad. Their significant other, they're talking down about them. They hate their job. Kids are getting on their nerves. Like, a lot of people, if they're honest with themselves, they're actually just really unhappy with their life. But life is also about choices. We make so many choices. We make choices we're not even aware of. Like, think about it. When you get up in the morning and you wake up, and you go and you decide to brush your teeth and wash your face, right? Those are choices that you're making. You don't have to do those. We might all look at you a little bit weird in society if you don't do those things, but those are still choices that you're making. So some choices we make and we're just not even really aware of them because they become second nature to us. But the choices in which people complain about in life, you're still choosing to work at whatever, establishment or place that you work. You're still choosing to be with that significant other, even if you're miserable every single moment in every engagement that you're with them. Like, why are you still doing that, first off? And then other choices that you make along the way. You're unhappy because of those choices, more than likely. Now, this is not, of course, for those that unfortunately will suffer from their brains not actually functioning the way that they should, and that has to do with chemicals and hormones. And there's a reason why we have the professionals within mental health to help those individuals. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people that choose to continue to be miserable, but then no matter what, like sneakers, they're also unhappy there. I'll just throw this out there, but let me know your thoughts. You could provide somebody with every single release they want for an entire calendar year. I don't care the brand, I don't care the model, I don't care the collaboration, I don't care the designer. You could provide them with every single drop that comes out that they want in that year, and they will still be unhappy. They'll still be miserable. They'll still find something to complain about. And quite often, some of the things they're complaining about, it's outside of their actual influence. Like, they can't even take action on it. So then you're complaining for what? Like, things could suck. But then, like, once you've gotten it out of your system, okay, like, now what? Like, could that energy be spent on taking action on something that you actually have, like, a real choice to make? And you could make it. I'm not saying those choices are going to be easy. I'm not saying those choices are always fun, but there is no way possible that as an adult, right, and you have the ability, the autonomy, the control of your life to not be miserable, that you choose to continue to remain miserable. And with sneakerheads, like, we're choosing to participate in all of this. We don't have to. Oh, I don't have a choice but to enter raffles. No, you actually do. Don't enter a raffle. Don't enter a draw. Don't go on sneakers. Don't go on confirm. Just don't do any of that. You have a choice to not participate in this. If it's causing you that much misery, make a different choice. But I still really believe that you see people so unhappy with the box. Why didn't they bring back this model? Why don't they put out this colorway? Brands, I think, understand also they could do all of those things. They're not going to make all of you happy. They're not even going to make a fraction of you, a substantial fraction of you happy, because I think people are miserable just within themselves. Sneakers is such a small part of life, and so many people that are miserable in it, it's not your actual profession. Like, you're not beholden to sneakers, the industry itself, to live and provide a livelihood for yourself or your family or your dependents. So you're choosing this misery and it's not even like funding life. I'm just saying, listen, maybe make sure that every other aspect of life is happy, right? That's good and together. Because something so small as sneakers, it should not ruin your day, your week, your month, your life. It should not. I mean, things could be worse. You could have been someone that gave Zadoff Kicks all your money, and now you're hoping that he actually sees justice for, federal wire fraud. Things could be worse. I think we forget in sneakers that we are usually privileged enough to have disposable income to buy things that we don't need. And we forget that we've acquired a lot already, even within this calendar year, but that's still not enough, because it's the next thing that matters, even though it's going to probably bring us less satisfaction, because law of diminishing returns is a very real thing. Life could be worse, okay? When I think about the day, because it's kind of a heavy one when filming this, about BG, life could be worse. Focus on making sure that you are happy in the ways in which you can actually have an impact on that happiness. And then try to be a little bit more grateful. I don't think it's that sneakerheads are just unhappy and you can't make them happy. Just think people are miserable. All right, those are just my thoughts, and I'm sure you will provide yours below in the comment section. I really appreciate you for engaging on this video. Be sure to check out any other videos you may have missed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.